Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails from Zero Part 86. In the previous video, oh boy, we learned that, well, we didn't 100% learn it, but we have a very good reason to suspect that Professor Gunter is actually an evil dude, which I literally called it as early as you could possibly call it. I went back and rewatched the first video real quick, or the part of the video where we first meet Gunter. Literally the first thing I say is, this dude gives off immediate suspicious energy. Those are my first words about Gunter seconds after we first saw him. Okay? I could not have said it any earlier, or seen it coming any earlier. What I was gonna say. I don't know. I guess that's a credit to the art department. Just something about his portrait. He just looks shady. Like, just the way he's drawn. He's a shady looking dude. I guess also he does remind me a lot, like just the way he's, like, you know, he's got glasses, he's a professor, he's got blue hair. He's immediately reminiscent of Wiseman. So, now, he may not necessarily be... I didn't realize you could do that on your own characters. That's neat. Don't really know what the point is, but... Ellie, why are you going first? You never go first. Oh, maybe that's not true. I don't know. Shoot the dog. The dog's our main concern. The Mafia people aren't really that big a deal. Because Lloyd exists, and he's here to smash you bravely. You've heard of Bravely Default, but now it's time for Bravely Smash. I don't want to knock the dog out of the AoE, even though it doesn't really matter because it doesn't do damage, but... I really thought that'd kill the doggo. Yep. Oh, the mouse is on that character. I really, should have probably, because I think it may have just been, an installation error with the patch or something. I don't know. I don't think I could have downloaded the wrong version, but... Because like I said, I remember looking that up, and apparently it was fixed in whatever the latest release of the Geofront patch was, or at least it mentioned it. Maybe it didn't fix it completely. But at this point, we're so late into the game that I don't care about fixing it. The little minor issue of the mouse locking on to characters when you're using a controller and not letting you select things. Well, some of them.
彼らを制圧しながら皆さんの安全を確認しているところです。そうなると私たちは下手にここから動かない方がいいのかしら。ええ、病院内が完全に安全になるまで。わかった。よろしく頼む。3階には個室の患者さんが残っていると思うわ。セシルさんとフィリアもいるはずだからよろしくお願いするわね。
I think that's the Imperial guy or the Diet member. Don't do anything crazy, okay? Hey, wait a second, I'm still recuperating, so walking isn't exactly the easiest thing for me. Oh, what did I do? There's no way I could run away like this. Oh, you'll be okay, girlie, you're strong. So lucky Dr. Belladine is here with us. I doubt the nurses and I would have been able to calm the patients ourselves. Oh dear, Sonny, is the hospital gonna be alright? Sure. That might get sued. Possibly. Maybe they should have more than just a security guard on duty. I don't know. I guess he'll heal up the Ranster. This is actually a somewhat more challenging encounter. Oh, well, JK. I'm a big fan of how you can just... That attack is so good. Like, a lot of the statuses in general just seem way better in this game. A, because... Well, the biggest reason is that you know immediately what people are weak to. You don't have to waste time, like, trying to figure out, like, what you can do to enemies. I actually just cast a spell. I really should give, like, some sort of AoE non-elemental attack. Pretty good damage, yo. Good dodge. Yeah, I think you go for another fat Axle Rush. It's really just the dogs that are annoying. And really, it wouldn't be so bad if we had a good non-elemental attack, but we just don't. Oh, Randy, you have Holy Breath? Man, we should have been using your mana. To save time, but nothing else. Orbital power is offline. Hold on, Lloyd. I'm detecting someone in the room in the left side of the hall. Good catch, Tio. We should investigate before proceeding. I don't care about this dude. Where is Cecile at? Oh, it's our boy Lighten. Yeah, your mentor is maybe evil. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. The very first ambient, like, when you see the doctor, when you're investigating the wolves back in chapter 1, after you meet him, and when he goes downstairs and he's talking to someone, he says something along the lines of, he's talking to another doctor, and he says, hey, you should try one of my supplements. Which is such a low-key little, I think, hint about him being the one behind the drugs. Oh, that's the janitor. Where's the politician dude? Did he finally get moved out?
まだちょっと目が離せないかな。そうですか。そういえば、この部屋の患者さんはどちらに？ゲバルっていう議員のおじさんが使っている部屋なんだけど。こんな時にどこに行っちゃったのかな。まあ、ずっと仮病で入院してるだけの人だから心配はいらないと思うけど。とりあえずこちらでも安否は確認しておきます。ところで、フィリアさん、セシル姉がどこにいるか。 セシル先輩？あれれ？ナースセンターに戻ってると思ったけど。いや、確かセシルさん、301号室のミハイル君のところに行ってるんじゃなかったかな。今日はしずくちゃんが外出して寂しがってるから、絵本を読んであげるって言ってたけど。301号室って、ここに来る途中に入った個室のことですよね。
I believe so.
誰もいなかったが。
本当？
それじゃあどこへ？
セシル姉とミハイル君はこちらの方で探してみます。お二人は怪我人の治療に専念してあげてください。
ああ。
よろしくお願いね。
Oh, we don't have to worry about the crazy people. They gotta worry about us. Where in the world could Mr. Gavel have gone to at a time like this? At least he's managed to calm down, though the fever isn't encouraging. Be a lot of pain for a while. Yeah, we did go in here, right?
やっぱり誰もいないか。
ベッドの下に隠れてるとか、そんなことはないわよね。そうでしたら、私が気づきますし。
The hell does that mean?
どうやらこの部屋の主は先ほどまでここにいたようだ。そのセシルという看護師。
Freaking barometer up there in your cap?
とにかく探さないと。
I know that doesn't have anything to do with temperature, but I was trying to think of a weather thingy.
おう
Alrighty. Hey, it's your flowers, Risha. Now, guess we'll just keep on moving. I guess we can go Shizuku's room. Hey, this place has normally been locked. Oh, there's the representative.
頼むから命だけはお助けを
No, you must pay for your transgressions by the sum of 1 million mira wired directly to our personal accounts.
なんだこのおっさんは
帝国派のゲバル議員フィリアさんに聞いた人物ね。
Yeah, we've talked to this dude like 10 times.
なんだお前たちはマフィアどもではないのか
クロスベル警察
And we talked to you so many times, dude. How do you not
ゲ
remember
バル
us?
議員ここで何を
I'm so insulted. You're telling me that the politician doesn't care about the normal people he meets?
隠れていたに決まっておるだろうおそらくマフィアどもはわしを始末しに来たに違いない
Yeah, that's definitely it.
ハルトマン議長まさかこんな形でわしを切り捨てようとするとは
エリどう思う
完全に被害妄想だと思う。多分議長はこの人を全く重要視していないはずよ。ああ、そんな感じですよね。
そうだお前たちわしを連れてこのまま脱出しろわしはまだ死にたくはない
あいにくまだ安否が確認できない人たちがいます。自分たちはその確認をしなくてはなりません。
一旦お部屋に戻って待っていていただけませんか？この辺りのマフィアを制圧したので安全に移動できると思います。
And if you're not quick, you'll die.
貴様らわしを誰だと思っている
I don't know, some old dude with bed swords probably with how long you've been lying in that hospital bed.
クロスベル自治州を代表する
Are you though?
大物議員の一人なのだぞ
うるさい男だ。
And the whole point of being a
眠らせておく
elected official is that you are replaceable.
なんだお前はその格好
Oh, is he gonna faint from fear?
だよな
どこで聞いたのか。よもや名誉に関する怪しげな噂ではあるもんな。
まさか
からかうのはそのくらいにしてくれ議員とにかく今は緊急事態です。どうか協力してお部屋に避難してください。
わかった一刻も早くマフィアどもを追い払うのだぞやれやれ入院患者とは思えねえ足の速さだな
まあ、仮病で入院していただけのようですし。
時間を取られた。セシル姉たちを探しに行こう。
Well, you know, we're doing our job. It's a thorough sweep if nothing else. So Shizuku's room's really the only major place. Well, there's also the research floor. No one in Shizuku's room. Go see if we can maybe check out the good doctor's residence himself.
あれは
おいやばいぞ
Oh, what in the hell?
セシルお姉ちゃん大丈夫大丈夫だからね。さあ、しっかり捕まっていて。
And she yeets the kid off the building.
このまま病棟まで逃げるから。逃げ切るのは難しそうね。でもうまくやればこの子だけでも建物の中に。お父さんお母さんリリアロイドガイさんごめんなさい。
セシル姉
Just he hit that thing so hard it evaporated?
警察のお兄ちゃんたち。
Hell yeah, we are.
後だこいつらを撃退する。
巻き込まれぬよう気をつけるがいい。
Do we have to protect them? Okay, it's not a protection fight, which is good for me. Death Moon uses water. Powerful water arts at will. Unfortunately, you're weak to Earth. And we don't really have any Earth skills. The only one... I mean, Lloyd has some, but you don't really have a good art attack. I could try it. You got no resistances, though, so, you know the rules. So do I. Get blasted. Or slightly weak to fire. Oh yeah, it's Tio who has the fire attack now. I was like so confused. You don't have Quake. Now they are casty boys after all, which is... Wait, if you've got no resistances, I can just Deadly Storm you, right? I mean, it's not a guaranteed kill or anything, but... They're close to guaranteed kill. You will attack before Tio, and that means it'll get redirected and do damage to this guy. That was a surprising. That fight was easier than just like fighting one dog. Yeah, we're just doing our job. And even if it wasn't, you know, Lloyd's job, he would probably still save Cecile.
無事でよかった。セシル姉に何かあったら俺、兄貴になんて詫びたらいいのか。ロイド。大丈夫か?
I might want to get him back in the hospital.
発作が出ちゃったのね、ミハイル君。部屋に戻ってお薬を飲みましょう。ごめんね、セシルお姉ちゃん。 僕がわがまま言わなかったらこんなことに。
What does he mean by that?
大丈夫。大丈夫だからね。
セシルね、俺が運ぶよ。
とっとと中に戻るとすっか。
そう。そんな事情で病院にまさかヨーヒム先生が。
I mean, he was a pretty sus dude. He was like, I don't know, I guess he was trying too hard to be nice, or to be like unassuming. The more I think about it, like he is Wiseman. Like, the way his character is presented is almost exactly the same. Which that's probably the reason why I like was able to be suspicious of him much earlier on. Because like, for reference, in Trails 1, I did not suspect Wiseman, or whatever his original name was in that game, at all. Like, it completely took me by surprise.
彼はまだ研究棟に。
それはわからないけれど、他の教授の方々は研究棟に取り残されているかもしれないわ。黒服の人たちが連れ出したのは研修医の人たちばかりだったから。
そうか。
ところで。 さっきの魔獣は一体何だったんすか？不気味っつうか、得体が知れない感じだったけど。
そうですね。まるで何かのバランスが欠けてしまってるような。やはりマフィアたちが連れ込んできたんでしょうか。わからないけれど、研究棟からいきなり現れたの。それでそのまま取り囲まれてしまって。
どうやら研究棟とやらに 何かが隠されているらしい。時間が欲しい。早速。
ああ。
Sounds like a plan. Let's go. It looks like the medicine is finally kicking in. Michael's sleeping like a baby. Good to hear, Cecile. Alright, I found Guy's badge. Did I tell her that I finally found a memento of him? I should tell her, shouldn't I? Now, what am I thinking? Her plate is full as it is. Laying that on her now would be an unnecessary burden. Sorry, Cecile. We'll have a long chat about this after all is over and done with. Lloyd, is something wrong? Don't worry about me. I'm just thinking. Understand, Lloyd, but I just can't accept that Professor Gunter would be part of something so appalling. Sure, he likes to play hooky to indulge in his hobbies, but he was always such a kind doctor who loved his patients. Well, did he, though? Maybe he loved feeding them drugs. The research facility had a fucking ancient healing machine the entire time?
なんだか空気がよどんでるような。
おいおい、まさか危険なガスとかじゃねえだろうな。
いいえ。
I mean, shouldn't that have been like an instant... I mean, I guess technically the Geofront has them too, so... Like, lore-wise, I have no clue how these machines are like... if there's an explanation for them. Because it seems like they're supposed to be... They kind of have like ancient artifact-looking status, but you do find them in the sewers built by the government.
おそらく邪気や正気の類
Unless I'm forgetting, maybe the Geofront was like... It didn't exist before Crossbow, right? Maybe it was repurposed or something. I can't remember the actual explanation from the beginning of the game.
いった。
Okay. Or,
片付けるぞ。
they have indeed met their end. They're dead and they don't even know it yet. Okay. The weak to Earth again. I mean, you know, quake it up. Why not? We don't really need to, but we're right at a healing machine, so... May as well use... I don't think we've actually used our fire spell yet. Just a regular attack and a whack from Lloyd should finish you off. But like I said, should finish you off. Now, Tia, you better kill, because if you don't, we might be getting whacked and smacked. Oh, never mind. Lloyd is gonna attack for the dude. Okay, just called in a little orbital cannon on their ass. 4,800? What? What? That was just a 25% weakness.
やはり普通の魔獣とは違う。
I mean, that spell is essentially like a tier 2 ult.
塔や総員で戦ったのと似ているような。
Or like a, 200% power ult.
上位三属性は働いていませんが、ひょっとしたら
マフィアたちと同じく例のグノーシスなる麻薬が投与された可能性がある。つまりそういうことだな。
はい。
そういうことかよ。
手強いのもうなずけるわね。
とにかく探索を始めよう。セシルネーによればまだ教授たちが取り残されている可能性が高い。ヨアヒム先生ともども見つけ出すんだ。
ええ。
手遅れになる前に。
Alright, let's rest up and get to work. Kinda figured this door was gonna be locked.
もしかして
Okay, it is locked.
壊れているのか。
いいえ。何らかの理由でロックされているようですね。
Like, Yin, can you not just like phase through the walls or something? Isn't it like a thing you can do?
認証用のカードが必要みたいです。
What in the fuck is that thing? Little, like a brain guzzler, an octo brain. Its large head allows for human-like intelligence. Well, get whacked and smizacked. May as well analyze it. Why not? Just so that I'll remember in the future that it's a little bee and it ain't nothing to be afraid of. It is indeed something to fuck with. Don't attack me. I clearly said, don't attack me, and then what do you do? Attack. How much damage does this do, Lloyd? I don't expect you to do a lot, but I'm ready to be pleasantly surprised by your damage output here, buddy. Let's see. Ellie does 12 with her second level spell. I mean, that's definitely not bad. It's not great, but it's also not bad. I mean, to be fair, you really don't get all that many like extra stats from stuff like Mind and whatnot. So really, like, Tio and Ellie probably don't have that much higher art stat. Like, what, you have 146? I mean, they're only in the 80s. Or, like, high 80s. I mean, percentage-wise, it's, like, a decent bit higher, but, like, on a raw level, or raw numbers basis, it isn't that much higher. Because really, your mines only give, what, 9% now? Like, the max level? Yeah, they give 9%, whereas the max level, mines and Trails 2 and 3 gave 15%. And you had higher overall stats, so the bonus was more pronounced for characters without actual mind gems. But at the end of the day, like, even if I wanted to use Lloyd as a caster, he's gonna forever be gimped just because of his line isn't that good. Because, I mean, even with Ellie and Tio, who have, I mean, Tio has a full, you can equip whatever you want, wherever you want, and you still kind of have issues getting all the spells you want. Which is kind of the point of the system, right? You're not really supposed to be able to get, you're supposed to be forced to specialize. I like. We probably should, I mean, granted, how close are you to getting, you're not close at all. There's not an AoE Mirage attack, right? In this game? There's Avalon Gate. Well, there's Galleon Tower. You need to equip an EP cut. Can either of you really fit that? How much does EP cut give? It wouldn't give you enough, right? Not on its own. Unless you were to, like, put... We could take the mind, actually. Take that. Make this... I wouldn't quite put you there. That gives 335. That gives 353. That at least gives you dark matter. That gives you dark matter. It gives you death spiral. You don't get Galleon Tower. I do like. I don't know. I really like that fire spell. I kind of don't want to get rid of it, but why do you have a heal down here? Oh yeah, for Genesis Flood. Which I don't know. I kind of like it, so we're gonna keep it for now. I'm just gonna take my item and read my chest description and leave, sir. We do not have to be enemies. Yep, we're big spooky monsters coming to eat your brains. Oh my god, did they just try to melt us? Fucking got him. Oh, that's how you fall in for our trap. Lure you in, and then we eat your brains. There we go. The only one I recognize. Is the other lady the one that's like always sleeping or like never sleeps or something? Is that Ursula? I mean, it would have just melted your face into goop. It's not that big a deal. If only that were the case. Hey, we're on the same wavelength, Lloyd.
研究棟にいる魔獣はどこから現れたんだ。マフィアが犬と一緒にわざわざ連れてきたのかよ。
いや、どこからともなく現れたという感じだったが、私も見かけていないな。
あれね、あの魔獣だったら変な人が連れていたような。黒い服じゃなかったからマフィアの人には見えませんでしたけど。
Wasn't wearing a black suit.
それってクマみたいな大男とかハゲた小太りの人ですか？
いえいえ、なんだか普通の人でしたけど。
Plain look.
エレベーターで4階の方に上がっていっちゃいました。
4階。教授たちの研究室のあるフロアですか？
何者なのかしら。
中を調べるのならくれぐれも気をつけるがいい。
私たちは病棟の空き部屋にひとまず避難していいよ。
何か困ったことがあればいつでも来てくださいね。
魔獣を率いた謎の男か。お前たち心当たりはあるか？
Off the top of my head, no.
いや、現時点ではさっぱりだ。どうやらヨアヒム先生とは別人みたいだけど。
何者かは知らねえが、とっ捕まえる必要があるな。
Plain looking person.
なんとか4階に上がってみようぜ。
ああ。
I don't know. Trying to think major characters that we've met, we have not seen. Yeah, okay, we already went in there. Hey, did we explore all this? Now, I see the red dot, but I don't see the Manster. There he is. Oh my god, Lloyd! I mean, at least Randy should never miss, right? A man's got quite a bit of accuracy. Oh, nope, stop, cease, desist! You didn't say stun long enough. Thankfully, we didn't actually get a back attacked, even though we definitely should have. At least as a whole, this area does seem to be not quite as bad as the Mafia dungeon. Okay, well, I try and praise the game and then it screws me, so, well, you won't ever see that happen again. That's a joke. The game is very good. I mean, I guess it's, like, amazing or something. I do wish it gave me a mini-map, though. I think the game would be much better if you had a mini-map for these little dungeon sections instead of just this. Feels like a small, like I don't really know what not having a mini-map has, because it's not like there's any real, like, exploration going on. For the most part, your dungeons are pretty straightforward. It's just sometimes little entrances can be hard to see, and that's why I like having maps.
この研究棟の認証カードでしょうね。
So you can at least see all the entrances and exits on a
エレベーターのロックなども
Screen.
解除できると思います。
ようやく確信にたどり着けるというわけか。
can do. Now it is, you know, we're coming to the end of the day of the old recording session, so we might have to save the big, you know, going into the heart of darkness, so to speak, for tomorrow. Definitely going to be next video. We're not going to be able to do it in this video, but that's my bad. Oh, nope. Everyone's just so mad all the time. Scorpio Gem. Surgery to remove the foreign object was successful. The chest needs to be closed up and allowed a good full recovery. Good job. Oh, closing the chest. I don't know about that. That seems like a lot of work, and we're kind of busy, you see. Scorpio Gem, like, any good? Chance to critically strike, chance to poison. I mean, that seems really good. You probably give it to Randy. Probably give it to the Randy Randerson. Even though it would be, well, Randy attacks physically, like, way more often, so. kind of out of curiosity, what orbits are we missing? I feel like we have our quartz. I feel like we have almost all of them. We have the air. We have every Earth one. I think we have every water. Well, we don't have a Shield 3. We have Effort, Aquarius, Cancer. We've got Invigorate, Leo, Scorpio. We have Sleep. Yeah, we've got all those. We don't have the Gemini gem. Or the Pisces gem. And we don't have... We've got all the quartz, or all the space. Well, actually, no, we don't have solar. Isn't that the... No, that's not the last, what you call it? Detective rank reward. Yeah, that's the lunar gem. Yeah, we've got almost all the quartz. We're just missing the Taurus, Solar, Gemini. That's like the only unique ones, I think. Pretty good on the old... That's the one thing I will compliment the game on that I really liked. Is the way so many of your like special orbits, you originally get them from doing the monster extermination quests. So those feel like a lot more like important. Was there nothing over here? Am I blind? Oh, I guess we just go back. Like the monster extermination quests always gave something like a real tangible reward. Like most of the early ones gave you orbits, and even if they're not, or quartz, and even when they're not actually useful, it still feels like you're getting something tangible out of them. And then the last round of them all gave you the craft books, give you, new abilities, which actually reminds me. We haven't used your thing yet. Let's try it. It's definitely not half bad damage. Now that is 50 CP, which is kind of a lot. But I suppose, if we ever fight enemies that are weak to freeze, or susceptible to freeze, then that's pretty good. Is a relatively small AoE though. I probably didn't need a flare butterfly. Thinking about it after the fact. I would like to get a level though. Since we're so close, we may as well. And maybe there's a sweet ability locked behind level 36. Probably not. I feel like we've probably learned all of our skills at this point. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of surprised we were still learning new skills like this late into the game. Yeah, probably shouldn't have used water against these guys. In retrospect. Tio will go first, so... no abilities. Well, close enough. Now I gotta come to a decision. I can maybe record one more video. We're gonna cut it off here. I think I'm just gonna come back tomorrow and start early in the morning and maybe try and make the push to finish the game, if that's possible. I don't exactly know how long this final section is gonna go on for, the final chapter. But we'll figure it out as I stretch together. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.